up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. How you doing? What's up? What's going on? Wow, that was ugly. Today I have a story for y'all. I know it's kind of early to be doing story times, but you know, here I am with this story. So yesterday, well, not yesterday, like 2 days ago, I went to the dentist, right? And I initially went to get a filling replaced. All right, bear with me. So the first dentist I went to, I told him like, yo, my tooth, it hurt. I couldn't eat for 3 days. Cold, hot, soft, hard, whatever kind of food it was. Couldn't eat it. I'm like, bruh, fix my tooth. And he's like, oh, we don't see anything. There's no hole. I'm like, I can literally feel it with my tongue. I can also stick my finger underneath the hole. What you mean you don't see it? Like, I'm telling you what it is, so you need to fix it. Like, my insurance is gonna pay for it, so I don't know why you tripping, bruh. He's like, we don't see anything. It could just be the plaque buildup around your tooth. Sometimes when plaque builds up around your tooth, it can make the inside hurt. And I'm just looking at him like, alright, whatever, you the doctor, I'm listening to what you say. He just cleans my teeth and sends me on my way. And I'm like, okay, I still can't eat nothing. Everything hurts. Fast forward to maybe 2 days later, which was the 2 days ago. I went to a different dentist. I've never been to this dentist before, so I went there. The beginning was great. Everybody was so nice. And then I got back there and I realized everybody working there was ratchet. And I feel like the dentist didn't really want to be there for real. Because when he came in, first of all, he scared the crap out of me. Because I didn't know he came in. He was so quiet. He's like, hey, I'm going to be working on your teeth today. I was like, okay, you don't sound very enthusiastic about your job. I started telling him like the same problems that I was having that I told the other dentist, and he also told me that he didn't see anything. And I was like, well, I'm telling you that I feel pain every time I eat or drink anything, so can you replace the filling? He's like, yeah, we can do that, no problem. I'm like, okay, good, because that's what I came here for. It's hard to gotta look at the camera, not myself. It's hard when you film on an iPhone. He gets to looking around in my teeth and whatnot, and I lost my train of thought again. So he gets to looking around in my teeth, and I had like this wisdom tooth that was like all the way back there. It didn't hurt or anything. I'm like, I never really thought about getting it removed. And then he goes, just a suggestion, you can get this removed today. I mean, even if it's not bothering you, there's a lot of plaque buildup back here. You can't really reach it since it's so far back in your mouth. I'm like, okay, because like I never got a wisdom tooth removed before. So at this point I'm like sweating profusely because I'm like, oh my goodness, like I should have just said no. But I'm like, is it free? He like, yeah. I'm like, all right, bet, let's do this. He says, we're gonna do the fill-in first. I distinctly remember him saying that, right? When he came back in, he had the tools to take out my wisdom tooth. I'm like, okay, all right, we can do that first. Sure. He's like all up in there, like I hear my tooth cracking. I feel like my skull about to break in half. Like, I'm freaking out because this is a pressure or a pain or whatever you want to call it that I've never felt in my face before. The tooth comes out, right? And I'm like, okay, good, that's done. And then he says, there's a little bit of root left in your gums. I couldn't really get it because it broke off. And I was just like, okay. And he's like, it shouldn't give you any problems, so we're just gonna leave it in there. And I'm just like, that don't sound right, but you the dentist, so I'm gonna go ahead and believe what you telling me. Can you see it? Yeah, that part is missing right there. That's the part that's still in my mouth. After that, he goes into like start to file down my old filling. So he gets halfway through the filing and he stops and says, oh yeah, you just got this feeling about a year ago, right? I'm like, no, it was like 7 months ago. He's like, oh, well, technically, I'm not even supposed to be doing this right now. And I'm like, don't you think you should have asked me that before you started? Like, and he starts to like spray it with the water or whatever. And as he's spraying it, I'm freaking out because my nerve in my tooth was so sensitive and the water was so cold. Like, I felt like somebody just punched me in the side of my face. And he's like, you can feel that? And I'm like, yes, I literally just told you the whole reason that I'm here is because my tooth is sensitive. Obviously, I can feel that now that you've taken off the filling and you're spraying cold water into my tooth. Like, yes, I can feel that. He's like, okay, we're gonna put some desensitizer in there so you won't be able to feel it when I put the filling back. I'm like, alright, cool. Sound good, sound good. So he's like working above my face, right? Mind you, I don't have on glasses, like the little red glasses they're supposed to give you to stop the light from shining in your face and stop anything else from getting in your eyes. I don't have those. Like working over my face like this, and he put the desensitizer or whatever on his hand, on the glove on his hand. He's over my face, and I watched something drop off his glove into my eye, and I'm sitting there like, okay, maybe it was just water. I don't feel anything. And then I go to like try to wipe it off upward, and it goes into my eye. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Immediately my eye was on 1,000. Like, I could not see. It was burning. I felt like my eyeball was about to pop out of my head. So I'm freaking out. I'm like, because I got the, like, they put the rubber thing on the side of my mouth so this side of my mouth wouldn't close. And they also have like the suction thing in my mouth. Oh, that. Anyway, they also have the suction thing in my mouth. So I'm like, and they're like, what? I'm like, so they took the thing in my mouth. I'm like, my eye is burning. They're like, what happened? I'm like, something dripped in my eye. What do I do? They're like, oh, we have a water irrigation thing in the sink back here. And I'm like, all right, bet. So I like rip all this stuff off of me. And I run to like the back where the water thing was. Water is shooting up, and I'm over it like so at this point I'm like freaking out because I'm like, bro, I'm gonna be blind. Oh my god, they gonna call me Ray Charles from now on. I ain't gonna be able to see nothing. Like, what I'm gonna do. So after I'm rinsing it out, the doctor's standing next to me. I can tell he's like nervous AF. Like, he's just standing there like, are you okay? Are you okay? And I'm like, yeah, I'm good. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my god, I'm about to be blind. What I'm gonna do? The lady from the front, she came to the back and she's like, oh my goodness, what happened? He's like, oh, something dropped into her eye and it's burning now. And at this point, I'm looking in the mirror on the side. My eye is bloodshot red. Oh my gosh. Like, I think I only have a picture of like after an hour after this happened, so it's not as bad, but I will insert that picture so you can see like how red my eye was. So the lady from the front, she's like, do we have any saline solution to give her? Let me look in this cabinet. She's looking in the cabinet. They don't have it. Not surprising, because I mean, clearly they all messed up. So she has to run across the street to Walgreens to get some saline solution and then come back and give it to me. So what I do with it? It's in here somewhere. Hold on. Okay, she went to Walgreens to get, oh god, to get this. Yeah, and it came in like a little cup thingy and she was pouring it in there. I'm sitting there on my eye like this. Now remember, at this point, the dentist has not finished refilling in my tooth. I got a hole on this side where they just took out the wisdom tooth, and I got a hole in this tooth where he just took out the filling. Side note, if you've made it this far, why don't you go ahead and comment a still face down below. Let me know that you here, that you watching, that you present. This whole like eye burning thing happened for it. I think I was in that kitchen rinsing my eye for like 30 minutes. And I wish somebody would. I wish somebody would have said, all right, you ready to get back? Like, no, bro, don't talk to me. Because seriously, if I die, I will sue you. I will sue you if I die. Like, don't even ask. Like, I will come back from the grave and sue you. Like, for real. I get back in the chair and he's like, do you want a minute before I finish up your other tooth? I just want to get up, like, but I couldn't do that because my tooth was open and I still wasn't gonna be able to eat. So I'm like, no, let's finish this now. And he's like, well, I'll be back in 5 minutes. I'm like, how you gonna act like you giving me an option and then tell me you gonna come back in 5 minutes? Okay, all right, I'll be here waiting, thinking about how I'm gonna sue you. The dentist assistant that I had in the beginning had switched out. He went to lunch, so he was not there for any of this eye burning stuff. He came back after I was sitting back down. He came in like, man, what happened? I'm like, where was you at, bro? You left me hanging high and dry. He's like, I know, if I was here it would have never happened. The situation was funny to us, but at the same time I was terrified. Dentist comes back in, he finishes my tooth. I'm like, okay, do I need antibiotics? He's like, yes, I'm gonna give you the prescription for that. And then the dentist assistant, he's like, yeah, doc, she says she wants your ID number. He's like, okay. He's like, nah, I'm just playing with you. She didn't say that. Like, that man was scared. So from this whole situation, I then ended up sitting in the ER for 2 hours for them to tell me that there's nothing wrong with my eye. And I'm just like, all right, cool. I mean, at least I ain't gonna be Ray, no Charles. You feel me? Cause I don't know what I would do if I went blind in one eye. I just don't know what I would do. Fast forward to later that night, I was telling my dad the story, right? I couldn't even get like all the way in the story for real. From the point where I told him that the dentist left a piece of tooth in my mouth, this man was fuming. He's basically like, I want 150,000. And I'm like, I mean, I guess there's nothing wrong with my eye, but if there's a case, then there's a case. Like, money is money. This man contacted an injury attorney, sent them like a whole 5-page essay about what happened, and all of that just for the injury attorney to tell him that because there's nothing wrong with my eye, basically there is no case. And I was just like, I mean, that's cool too. But my dad is like, no, if he won't do it, you can always go somewhere else. Somebody will take the case. And I'm like, nah, I'm good. Like, my eye good. I'm good. I can eat. Like, yeah, that was the story of the time I went to get my filling replaced. Ended up with a tooth taken out of my mouth and some random substance dropping into my eye that made it burn and turn red. So yeah, thanks for watching my story time, y'all. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe down there somewhere. It's over there. Oh, it's somewhere down there. If you've ever had your wisdom teeth taken out, you know, comment that experience down below. I want to know what happened. Was it crazy? Was it normal? Let your boy know. Also, I made this shirt like 3 years ago, so you know, if you're interested to know how I made it, just comment below and I can do it again.